Right then, I'm now here for my Josh Taylor versus Ekow Essuman full card predictions and breakdowns. Let's get right into it then, starting with a big fight in Alois Jr. versus David Jameson. I believe that Alois Jr. will win this fight. I'm going to be saying I think Alois is going to be able to get a stoppage win here. I'm going to say round 6 for Alois Jr. It's definitely his biggest step up so far. David Jameson is a good, durable opponent and has fought the best opponents that Alois has fought so far. And I think he's fought better opponents than Alois Jr. But Alois Jr. will win this fight 100% in my opinion. I think Alois is very good. I feel like he's very explosive. I feel like he's got deadly power in both hands. I feel like his time is good. I feel like he improves round by round as the fight goes on. I feel like he's got an underrated jab. People call him slow, but no, I don't think he is. I think he's got a good jab. It's a good, powerful jab as well. I feel like he sets his moments up behind it. I feel like his timing improves every round. And with David Jameson, I feel like when a lot of times what I noticed with him is he does like his body work, but he doesn't really level change with it. And I see Alois Jr. really clipping with a big lead hook and possibly dropping him with that, to be honest with you. I feel like there's big mistakes defensively in David Jameson's game. I feel like he can put some decent shots together well, but I feel like Alois will be able to, keep a good active jab going. And I feel like get Jameson walking into that and eventually lure him in with a brutal lead hook and catch him. And I feel like Alois Jr. is a brutal puncher, and I feel like David Jameson just comes forward he plods forward quite a lot with his chin in the air, not always bringing his hands fully back to his face. I just feel like, we can put shots together, but there's some basic defensive mistakes in Jameson's game, and I feel like Alois Jr. is going to be able to get a stoppage win here, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm going with Alois Jr. in round 6. I feel like he's good. I feel like he can move on to some good, decent things. But it's his biggest test to date so far. But I feel like he'll pass it with flying colours. I have good faith that he will win this fight, to be honest. So, yeah, Alois Jr. round 6 stoppage. Then we have got Nathaniel Collins versus Lee McGregor. This is an interesting fight. I'm going to go with Lee McGregor, but I feel like I feel like McGregor's been in there with the better opponents, and I feel like that's going to be what wins in this fight. I trust Lee McGregor more, in my opinion. I mean, Nathaniel Collins is good. I feel like he's very good at the basics. I feel like he's got a very good jab. But Lee McGregor, I feel like he's good on the outside, but he's also very good at being able to slug it out on the inside and put his shots together nicely. This could be a war. And I reckon this could bloody be fight of the night. I feel like this will be a very, very, very bloody good fight, to be honest with you. And yeah, I think Lee McGregor will win. I feel like he puts his shots together well. I feel like he'll be able to wear Nathaniel Collins out, to be honest with you. I feel like he'll be that extra bit busier, in my opinion. And I feel like with Lee McGregor, he's good at taking away your best attributes, and he's best at taking away the jab from his opponents. And I feel like that's if Lee McGregor can take away the jab of Nathaniel Collins, then I don't think it's going to win well for Nathaniel Collins. I think Collins is very good at being able to set his moments up behind his jab. And if he doesn't have it, then that's his best attribute taken away. And Lee McGregor is going to be good at being able to come forward, beat him up on the ropes, get on that front foot. Nathaniel Collins is good on the front foot as well, though. So if Nathaniel Collins can get a good start by trying to, win the battle of the lead times, get his jab going, then that can make things interesting. But I think Lee McGregor is going to win a decision win. I feel like it could be tight, but I feel like Lee McGregor is going to do that bit more, in my opinion, than Nathaniel Collins, and I see him winning this fight. It could be close. It's going to be competitive. Of course it will. I feel like both guys are at a similar level overall, but I think McGregor's got that little bit more experience at a higher level than Collins, and I think that's going to make Lee McGregor win this fight just about. But it's going to be close, but I think Lee McGregor wins a decision. I feel like he's going to take away the jab of Nathaniel Collins. He's going to be good on the inside. And I think Collins will be able, I think Collins will struggle against an inside fighter like Lee McGregor when he can get his work going on the inside. I think McGregor's good with his jab, but as it goes on, I feel like he can neglect it once he's able to get his good shots flowing to the body, once he gets his good shots flowing upstairs. So, yeah, I'm going with Lee McGregor to win. That's what I'm saying. Decision. Okay, then. Next up, we've got Mosa the Tama versus Mike Balagan. Look, Mosa the Tama's going to win this fight. I feel like it's going to be over in the second round. Yeah, look, I don't know why Mike Balagan is the opponent for Mosa the Tama. I mean, his only losses to Gaziev, Balagan, but I feel like we could have gone better here. I feel like we could have gone better. Coming off a win over Dempsey McKean, and, you know, I don't know why. I mean, I think it's a bit of a step down, in my opinion. It's a step down in a town where I feel like needed to be more active this year as well. And he fought December. Now it's coming to the end of May. So, yeah, I don't really like this opponent for a time. I don't think it's one where he learns anything. I don't think Balagan's a durable enough guy to be able to take most of the Tama's power. Yeah, I don't think it's great matchmaking from Frank Warren. And to keep him out this long as well, to bring him up against Mike Balagan, no, I don't think it's the right opponent. But if he can win this, I feel like he needs to ideally get right back out in July at least, in my opinion. You know, stick him on that Daniel Dubois, Usyk undercard. He needs at least 4 fights this year, and that can be fitted in. And I feel like he'll run through Mike Balagan. He just plods forward too much. And, yeah, Tama's ridiculously quick. He's just a different level to a lot of these kind of gatekeeper guys like Mike Balagan, like the Dempsey McKeans, like the Marius Wax. You know, I think Tama will win this fight pretty easily. He can't afford to struggle in it. He needs activity more. So, yeah, and I believe he will win, though. I don't think it'll be much of an issue. Anyway, Mosa Tama round 2. Then we go into our main event, Josh Taylor versus Ekow Essuman. This is an interesting fight. It is. I am going to go with Josh Taylor. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I think Josh Taylor's going to tire out, though. And, you know, Ekow Essuman's called the engine for a reason. I feel like he'll come on late with a late storm. But it's not going to be enough to take the fight. I think Taylor will win a decision here. I feel like he'll be able to just about, you know, win the odd exchange. He's slowing down massively, though, Josh Taylor. He really is. He looked awful against T.O., against Catterall. Both fights, really, it wasn't good from him whatsoever. His reflexes have flowed. His speed isn't the same. His angle work isn't the same. His IQ's not really the same. But I feel like he can be Ekow Essuman. I feel like he'll be able to just do that bit more in those exchanges. And Ekow Essuman's a nice, good volume puncher who's very good in exchanges. But I think Josh Taylor's going to be able to outsmart him here and there and be able to end the exchange as well, be able to get in and out of there quite a bit. I feel like Taylor will start early with his footwork, getting that going, getting in and out. He's going to look to box Essuman. Essuman's going to come forward looking for a knockout. But no, I can't see him knocking Josh Taylor out. I think Essuman's going to be able to end the fight well, and Taylor's going to tire. But I can't see Essuman winning the fight. I think he's got enough to beat Ekow Essuman. Ekow Essuman's like 35, 36? I mean, Taylor's getting older as well. But I still think Taylor's a slight level above what Ekow Essuman is. But he'll end the fight strong. And, yeah, there'll still be questions asked of Josh Taylor, whether he can fully compete at, you know, world level and all. But I think he will win this fight, but it will be very competitive. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go with a unanimous decision for Josh Taylor. But, yeah, I mean, he could definitely lose. Like, I can't fully rule out Essuman. He can win. But I'm confident that Josh Taylor wins. But I would love to see Essuman win. Anyway, thank you all for watching. And, yeah, there we go. I will speak to you all in the next